Um, our group is the Asian Persuasion Corporation Annihilation. My name is Austin Biggs, and we're doing a research study over if PE and extracurricular activities should be required high school courses. I'm going to read you off some of my data. It starts good habits at an early age, teaches you health, makes sure diabetes is rising. We need it in America. And here's a negative fact, is that it's not necessarily needed to happen in school. You have plenty of time outside of school where you could be doing this and maybe learning something more beneficial while you're in school.
Hi, I'm Zach. In my article, it talks about how fine arts is important. Fine arts helps develop motor skills to creativity, and it also helps boost your self-esteem.
Hey, my name is Alex, and my article talks about how fine arts benefits students by enhancing their creativity, and it gives them a career choice to take in the future.
Hi, I'm Sam Brown, and we recently did a poll on my Instagram whether fine arts, second language, and PE should be required. These are our results. 41% of people said yes, and 59% said no.
Oh, good to see you there. My name is Stephen Lee. Now we ask MHS how they feel about their viewpoint of required courses.
Eric Boatman,
Grade level?
junior.
So how do you feel about required courses like PE, fine arts, and foreign language too?
So I feel like they're kind of necessary in order to put everybody in kind of the same curriculum, give equal education to all people that are graduating.
So you feel like it's required?
Yeah.
My name is Mr. Brady.
And what is your position?
I am the technology integrator for McKinneyHighSchool.com.
So how do you feel about required courses such as PE, fine arts, and foreign language?
I think we need certain required courses. We definitely want kids to be exercising that part of the brain that required courses exercise. I think it would be better if we had kids doing foreign language much earlier rather than high school. I think it would be better if we had, kids, if they're going to do PE, have it be something that they're passionate about or something that they enjoy. It would be kind of cool if it was a little bit more like college, and that if we had, your PE course could be archery, or your PE course could be bowling, or, that kind of stuff.
Is it beneficial for the students to take the class even though they don't enjoy it?
Life is full of things you don't enjoy. I don't enjoy getting interviewed by every English 4 team about McKinney High School, but I still do it. No, I think it's important for kids to do things that they don't enjoy. It helps them understand that a lot of what we do can be goal-based, but a lot of what we do in life is also task-based. And sometimes you just have a task and you need to complete it. And in the area of required courses, they're a task that needs to be completed.
How do you feel about students taking the class just for the credit?
If kids took classes that they enjoyed only, then we would have nobody taking, math. We'd have nobody taking science. It would be like, instead of 3,000 kids in math and science, we'd have 600. So just because you don't enjoy a class doesn't mean that you can't find something in it that is enjoyable. And I think it's up to us as teachers to find ways to make those things that kids don't enjoy a little bit more pleasant and a little bit more fun.
Is it better to have a diverse or a singular background?
Yeah, I think, one of the things that I do, I'll teach a speech course over the summer, and one of my rules in the speech course is be an interesting person, because interesting people get their dinner paid for by less interesting people. So I think if you're a well-rounded person, if you're an intelligent, well-rounded person, that's a good thing. People who only focus on one little thing, they're usually not great citizens. They're usually not, great people to be around. So I think having someone who understands lots of different things to a certain degree and then has a specialty that they're really interested in, I think that's better for society as a whole.
Coach Higginbotham.
What is your position?
I'm a PE teacher and head volleyball.
How do you feel about required courses such as PE, fine arts, and foreign language to graduate?
I think the beauty of high school is that you need to know your interests in cosmetology. You get a lot of different things in high school. You don't have to take like 7 class periods of English if you are not into English. So there's a little bit of everything that you have to take. Sometimes it is more stressful for kids to take one class as opposed to the other. But I think the beauty of high school is you get a little bit of everything, and that kind of helps decide what you want to do in life. So if you want to pursue like nutrition and health and physical activity, you would take PE classes. But you wouldn't get that opportunity if they were not required. So I think it's good for all kids to kind of experience a little bit of everything.
Is it beneficial for the students to take the class even though they don't enjoy it?
I think it surprises a lot of people. So I think that there are things that you may not like to do. But if you don't take the chance and you're not forced, then you'll never take the chance. So I think it's beneficial that even though they don't want to or they don't like that class, that they do take it to get that experience.
Is it better to have a diverse or a singular background?
I think it's better to have a diverse background. If you have more experience in everything, then you kind of know why you're in the area you are, if that makes sense. As opposed to if I'm only in English and I'm only in English, then I might not be exposed to physical activity or math or anything like that. So I think it's awesome to have the experience at least a little bit of everything.
Can you state your name
I'm Georgiana Rader.
and your grade level?
I'm a senior.
So what's your opinion about required courses such as fine arts, PE, and foreign language?
I don't think they should be required due to the fact that everybody's going to do different majors, and if it doesn't apply to you, then I don't think you should be required to do it. If you're going into like architect, then yeah, you should be able to do like fine art courses and stuff like that, but you shouldn't be required to do any musical or anything else that doesn't relate. So.
Your full name?
Yes, my name is Dr. Jeff Cranmore. I'm a counselor here at McKinney High School.
Okay, so how do you feel about required courses such as PE, fine arts, and foreign language?
I think it's good that we offer an opportunity for all students to explore a little bit about the fields outside of maybe what their top interests were. I think all of those things go to a well-rounded education, and that helps make a well-rounded person.
You think it's beneficial for the students to take the class even though they don't enjoy it?
Yes. I think a lot of it comes from we build an experience on it. We build some sort of knowledge about it. So even if we're not a huge fan of PE, we should know something about fitness. We should know something about taking care of ourselves. If we're not a huge fan of the arts, we should know something about it so that we can have conversations with other people out in society. So I think all of those they go to help make us better people, even if we don't feel like it in the middle of it.
What do you think of the reasoning behind required courses?
At 14, 15, you maybe don't know where you want to go to school or what you want to study. And having these courses helps make sure that you have all the entrance requirements to colleges all over the country and all over the world. So having them there and not needing them is better than getting to the end and realize that you need them and that you don't have them.
So, in conclusion, required courses are more beneficial than harmful because they encourage students to try new things, they encourage students to have a better understanding of a little bit of everything, and they inspire creativity.